Hi, this is Evan Lewis again on Evan eCent, and once again I'm talking about machining thin discs. And I guess you're starting to wonder what I have this obsession about thin discs for. Well, I guess I better explain. I volunteer periodically at Gold Mine Experience in Thames, which is a working gold mine, but it's an attraction for tourists. And we often talk about how many thousands of ounces of gold was obtained in these mines. And most people these days don't know what an ounce is, let alone a troy ounce, which is 31.1 grams. The avoirdupois ounce is actually about 28.4 grams, I think. And so it's a bit lighter than the troy ounce by about 10%. So it occurred to me that I could make some discs or coins or medallions or whatever you like to call them that weigh exactly 1 troy ounce to show people what it is. And if they look like gold, so much the better. So I'm actually using aluminium bronze for this. I obtained a propeller shaft out of a fishing boat, which is being wrecked because it ended up at the scrap metal yard. And I bought this bronze. It's 11% aluminium, 4% nickel, and 85% copper. And it does look rather like gold. And it turns up very nicely. Actually, it's beautiful material to turn, much nicer than brass, which tends to splinter and chip all over the place. So I'm making these discs and making numerous coins and stamping them with information, which we'll come back to that later. So today we're talking about how to machine the very edge of a disc. So I sawed these discs off this bar, which was corroded on the outside and needed to machine the outside edge off. But once it's in a 3-draw chuck, you can't get at the edge, and so I had to find a way around this. And it has a cone-shaped recess on one side which matches the taper on the live center in the tailstock. So you'll see how this works. And actually I got the answer from Joe Pye, who showed this method of pressure mounting small objects. And he says he never uses glue. Some people like to use super glue or something to hold the material, but this is much more convenient. It just drops straight out once you're finished. And you'll see here how I made a little disc out of aluminium, a piece of a riser out of a casting actually,